And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off again today with our hazardous weather graphic, we'll see starting up here in the north, winter storm warning out for the eastern Arctic coast there in the central and western Arctic coast, east central Arctic coast, west side there. Winter weather advisories for tonight. Visibilities and blowing snow reduced to a quarter mile there in the warning area, and about a half a mile or less in the advisory area. Also winter weather advisories here from Manitoulin Pass down into the central interior and just north of Fairbanks out there for snow and reduced visibilities there. And then a wind chill warning out for the western Arctic coast, Point Lay to Point Hope, for wind chills at 60 degrees below zero. Wind chill advisory out for the NOAA Valley to the northwest coast, and also for the Seward Peninsula coastline. Wind chill advisories continue out for the Kuskokwim Delta, Nunivak Island, Bristol Bay here. And then winter weather advisories out this evening for the western Kenai Peninsula into the Susitna Valley, Matanuska Valley for the continued snow. That'll taper off later tonight. Winter storm warning out early this evening until about 7 or 8 p.m. for the Copper River Basin for the continued heavy snow there. And most of the high wind warnings over the southeast coast have just about ended. And here's the system tracking northward just off the coast of the Panhandle, already up into the Yukon and weakening. That brought the heavy wind and rain to the southeast coast today, with winds gusting anywhere from 50 to 75 miles per hour across the entire Panhandle as that thing moved from south to north during the day today. And then the moisture with the snow and heavy snow into the northern Cook Inlet area, up into the Matanuska Valley and Susitna Valley. Copper River Basin, snow change to rain, Prince William Sound, Valdez carrying some light freezing rain and just rain this afternoon. Temperatures a little above freezing. That extended back to about Whittier, but Portage westward, all snow there, Portage Glacier, and still some pretty good snow going on in the Kenai Peninsula this afternoon with gusty winds down around the Homer area. Cold temperatures now over the western interior. As you can see, as this moves over the west there with the warmer temperatures from what they have been due to the clouds that extend all the way up to the Arctic coast there. System here bringing some light snow here to the Pribilof Island areas with snow showers down to the eastern Aleutians. And on the chart today, here's low center tracking into western Prince William Sound today. That brought the heavy snow over portions of south central Alaska overnight and into today, and also tighter gradient here. We've got some very cold air coming across Kuskokwim Bay. Temperatures in the single numbers at Homer and Soldovia this afternoon, even the Barren Islands, and pretty cold temperatures down into Kodiak Island there with gusty northwest winds. And then this trough over into here, that was the low center that tracked northward off the coast, weakening now as it gets up inland there, but areas of snow over much of the central and eastern interior on up to the Arctic coast, and then the clearing here in the west with the cold temperatures and snow showers and areas of snow. Again, pretty widespread out over the Bering Sea with a couple of weak low centers, one there southwest of the Pribilofs, another one back to the northwest, and some troughs and snow showers into the Aleutians. For tonight, high pressure begins to develop and keeps it clear and cold for the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta into Bristol Bay, as well as Kodiak Island. Snow showers slowly diminishing here over south central Alaska. Still a trough there keeping snow. Where it changed to rain, it'll change back to snow tonight from Prince William Sound. Snow lets up Copper River Basin, areas of snow, cloudy skies through much of the interior, all the way up to the Arctic coast. And now a trough, much lighter winds now for the Panhandle, what you saw today and earlier today, with more of a lighter rain pattern there as well, but won't end completely. As you'll see tomorrow, still looking at showers or areas of rain, but winds on the light side there comparatively. And snow showers with this trough lingering over the Matanuska Valley into the, down into the Matanuska, or the Susitna Valley into the Matanuska Valley, Prince William Sound, but a lot lighter than the last 24 hours. And snow showers, Kodiak Islands. This low tracks in there. You're kind of right on the edge of going into a snow and windy pattern or just some snow showers, depending on exactly where that tracks from going from the western Alaska Peninsula tonight into just south of Sitkinak tomorrow. This system, another one, comes into the Pribilof Islands on Tuesday, and snow pushing off to the north there, but still into the afternoon for the central and eastern Arctic coast, but clearing behind it over the Yukon, or actually the western Yukon Flats, Koyukuk Valley, up into the western North Slope areas. And taking a look at the day for Wednesday, high pressure, clear cold temperatures again over much of the interior, and a couple of troughs skirting the top of that ridge, bringing some light snow, maybe an increase in the gusty winds again for the Arctic coast. And gusty winds here for the North Gulf Coast, Prince William Sound area, as you can see a tighter gradient there. And trough extending northward across the Panhandle keeps conditions wet in that area and a little on the breezy side. Snow showers Bristol Bay into the Kuskokwim Delta, Togiak Bay in those areas. Also some snow showers for the Alaska Peninsula. Kind of a mixed rain and snow pattern developing for the central Aleutians, and then back to snow for the western Aleutians. And for the lows for tonight, below zero. 15 to 25 below for the eastern interior, and anywhere from 25 to 35 below over the western part of the state. As you can see, well below zero all the way out into the Bering Sea here, with minus 20 for the St. Lawrence Island area. Mid-teens, kind of recovering a little bit there for the Pribilofs, and then the 20s for the Aleutians. Falling back below zero later tonight for south central Alaska, anywhere from 5 to 15 below, right around zero for Homer and Soldovia. Also Kodiak down around zero tonight or just above. Mid to upper 30s northern Panhandle, lower 40s to the south. And for the highs tomorrow, upper 30s and 40s for the southeast coast. Otherwise 0 to 5 above south central Alaska. Around 10 for the southern Kenai Peninsula. 15 to 20 Kodiak Island. Below zero for the Bristol Bay area, southwest coast. Northern Bering Sea, especially over the ice areas, which is about halfway between Nunivak Island and St. Paul, staying below zero there, but milder for the Pribilofs in the mid-20s there, and into the lower to mid-30s for the Aleutians. And for the lows, Wednesday morning, again, central, western, northwest part of the state, 35 to 55 below once again. You can see Tanana looking at a low close to 50 degrees below zero. Otherwise, 25 to 40 below for the east side. Below zero, 20 to 30 below for the Arctic coast, and even colder for the North Slope, down around 20 for the Pribilofs, and 10 to 20 below for Bristol Bay, and 10 or 5 below to maybe 20, 25 below south central Alaska, coldest in the Susitna Valley. Minus 15 for the Copper River Basin, lows upper 20s to near 30 for the northern Panhandle, a little cooler there, to 30s to lower 40s to the south. Highs staying in the 30s for Juneau on up to Haines and Skagway, Elfin Cove to Yakutat, lower 30s. Upper 40s southern southeast coast, and 5 below to 5 above for south central Alaska. Below zero Copper River Basin, much of the interior all the way to the Arctic coast, out to St. Lawrence Island again. Single numbers now, about 5 degrees for the Nunivak Island area, Kuskokwim Delta coastline. Upper 20s for the Pribilof Islands.